week.
No, let's clap first, then sit down and say we're back.
All right. I don't know if the clap really matters.
Well, let's dab each other up.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm in that or not. We're back. Let's go Pacers.
All right.
Pacers in the final.
Pacers in the final.
Woo! Woo!
All right, great game. Actually,
Caitlin
great
Clark,
series.
she's been balling too. She's back.
She's back. Yeah,
Yep.
Caitlin's back. Pacers are back in action. They don't suck anymore. That's good.
Yep. The city is on fire right now.
City's on fire. Indianapolis is where it's at.
That's where it's at. We went to the Indy 500 a couple weeks ago.
Greatest spectacle in racing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Greatest
it was
spectacle in
wild.
racing. So we went there. It was our first time going, like, as viewers to the actual race. Sold out crowd. You had all the GOATs in attendance. Derek Jeter.
Tom A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Michael Strahan.
Keanu
Reeves.
Reeves. John Wick was there. And so it was just wild.
The best part about that, not the 2 miles you have to walk to the track.
Right. Well, actually, probably more than that from
yeah.
where we parked.
Yeah, it was far. But besides that, it was the best part was watching the Comanche helicopters.
That was cool. Yeah.
Float. It felt like 50 feet above the track. Both of them go all the way around.
It was like Call of Duty.
It was like Armed Forces lap or whatever to lead it for Memorial Day. Awesome.
Yeah. You could feel that when you were sitting there. But we're so I want to talk about on our way there and to where we parked and everything. So
should we give him a shout out? Who yelled at us?
I don't know, who was it? Okay, so
one of our best friends here.
Our friend was calling us because we wanted ice, because we were in the infield.
One friend drove into the infield.
Right,
We
so
parked
that's where
in
we were.
A guy's house. We had to walk there.
Right, so he was parked in the infield with his truck. We were going to do like a tailgate, so they didn't have ice. So they were yelling at us. It's like 6 a.m. to go get ice before we get there. So we found a gas station and got basically the last bags of ice.
Put it in a styrofoam container.
So we had to get off the highway. So then getting back on the highway, we're already running what we felt like was a little late. So we get into the traffic, and our other friend who was there was navigating the directions, and he says, well, take this exit. And which I thought was odd because all the cars were going the other way.
Man.
So I was like, okay, if that's what the GPS
This
is.
guy is a crazy driver. If it wasn't for him, we would never got to the 500.
Well, so I take the exit that he tells me, and then he says, Cody, I don't know what to tell you, but you're going to have to get over. And traffic was like butted up.
Yeah.
And like there was no room. So I had one small window. So what I did, I floored it and
laid
just
on
laid
the
on the
horn.
horn. So that way, here's where we're at, and then so I had to go back this way, laid on the horn. This guy freezes like a deer in the headlights and lets me slide right in. We lost no time at all doing that. Actually gained a few minutes.
Yeah, probably gained a little bit of time.
And we were able to we're on the road to get to the track, and there's people that live on that road, and they have like parking at their house. So I was like, I took the first opportunity that I saw, not realizing that we were probably at least 3 miles away from the track, and it was $20 to park.
$20. The worst part was beyond that. So we did not plan it right, and he might get a little mad if he watches this. He should have took some of the things we had to carry. Because I had to carry a 3-pound container of potato salad in a sack on my back. We get there, no one ate potato salad. Plus, not only that, they already had potato salad.
They had potato salad.
I'm not even that big of a potato salad fan. I mean,
It's
sometimes
okay.
I'll eat the Amish mustard potato salad. But that's a little bit, not that much
Right.
potato salad guy.
Yeah, Blake had a drawstring bag, and all it had in it was sunscreen and a massive container of potato salad.
And then we had to carry, I don't know why, another thing, I had to carry 2 liters
oh,
2
yeah,
liters
of Sprite.
on the
Sprite and potato
Sprite
salad.
potato salad. I'm lucky to get through security.
Insane combo. for
Then we had
salad.
the ice and
Yeah, in a huge, like,
styrofoam container.
Yeah.
No
and
wheels. How
that
to
thing
carry
was
it like
heavy.
this?
Because it
How
had
to
multiple
carry it.
bags of the ice in this container. And Blake was carrying it for a while.
Oh my gosh! But I'm not that tall.
Yeah.
I'm like 5'8". So we had our friend who's like
Yeah,
6 what? He's-
Probably at least 6.
we call him Vince
at
Vaughn
least.
because he's like 6'5". So he's got long arms, so he
Yeah.
can get underneath that
Yeah.
cooler where I couldn't. I was holding like this.
Oh, man.
Triceps were burning. We get in through the gate though, and the coolest part is, I mean, it is just so packed.
Mhm.
I mean, you just feel like, if you ever seen a movie like Days of Thunder, and in the morning you see that shoot, it's like, oh, the sun's coming up, all the racers getting ready, they're coming out, and you're hearing them. Fans are like, okay, they got the race gear on.
Yeah.
People went all out.
Yeah.
You know, I even got that nice Dan Weldon shirt, 05, right behind you. And I got his autograph one time I was there. But man, it's just like, okay, here comes the sun, helicopters coming in. You just think, oh man, this is the place to be in Indiana.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a cool experience. A lot of, what I noticed too was a lot of like homemade graphic t-shirts that just had the most, I don't even want to say what a lot of them
No,
said.
but good job for the creativity.
I'm sure you can find pictures and stuff on social media, but there were some wild t-shirts.
Speaking of wild outfits, I'm sorry to cut you off on that part, but this goes right with it. So the Pacers game last night, game 4.
Yeah.
Well, was it last night?
2
nights,
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But anyways, so time this gets ended, it'll already be another game.
Right.
But anyways, at Gamebridge Fieldhouse, on the courtside floor, they had, did you see the 2 guys dressed up as Dumb
Yeah,
and
Dumb
Dumber?
and Dumber. That
One
was
was
really
Stephen
cool.
A. Smith poster on with Kendrick Perkins on the other one. That was, or wait, is it Perkins? Is that who it was?
I think so.
The basketball, yeah.
The commentator? I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
who it is. Yeah.
But anyways, they had a cutout of on a Dumb and Dumber suit. I thought that was pretty funny. That's
Yeah,
pretty funny.
That was pretty creative. Was that by the Pacers bench?
Yeah.
Because every time they
It
cut
was
to them,
right
you could
because
see those guys.
Rick Carlisle was like walking right in front of most of the time.
Shout out Terry Crews too. He's been at a lot of the games, and he's always repping Pacer gear.
Shout out Pat McAfee.
Oh yeah,
Let's give Pat McAfee a round of applause.
Yeah, a big,
That
big
guy
Indy
gets the
on
city
map.
going. I
Yeah.
love this show.
Yeah,
Pat McAfee, the McAfee Show,
Yeah.
man, that is great.
he puts Indy on the map.
He does. He gives. I mean, they do that like they were at inside Gamebridge.
Yeah.
They did it outside there before.
Mhm.
Like TJ McConnell, he has a jersey of TJ McConnell. That guy is a dog.
Oh yeah,
TJ is
He is.
insane.
TJ is. He really
I mean,
is.
everyone knows Tyrese is a dog.
Oh wait.
But TJ, for like,
TJ
he's shorter, like, well, I mean, he's still like 6'1".
Yeah,
But like
but
NBA height,
He's
short,
a little
he's
guy,
a dog.
yeah. He had a play. I don't know if it was game 3.
Stole
or
out
4.
of the inbound. Or,
Well, yeah, but he had a play where I saw a highlight today where he like hit Shy with like a crossover, then hit him again, got around him, hit this like crazy layup. I was
SGA.
like, whoa.
SGA.
Yeah, he had him on
And
skates.
don't underestimate TJ. He's a dog.
Yeah. Yeah, but obviously, the game, I watched it the other night, Pacers lost, Thunder came back. But I do think that the Pacers, my prediction is they're going to win on the road, game 5, but they have to close game 6.
I think the next game, because
I think they'll win
it's
on the
2-2
road.
right now.
Yeah.
I think when they go over to OKC, they're gonna win. It's gonna be very close. It might come down.
That's exactly what I
It
think,
might come
too.
down to like a 105, 104 Tyrese shot.
Yeah, it's going to be a close
So they're gonna
game.
go 3-2. Then they go back to Indy.
If they don't win,
And
though,
honestly,
if they don't win,
they're gonna win that because you got
No,
all
yeah.
you have all the Pacer alumni. I used to have the Jermaine O'Neal poster. You had Jalen Rose,
I love Jalen Rose.
Reggie.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
all
cool.
those guys. You had Dale Davis, Rick Smits. Yeah, all those guys. So they're gonna win in front of the home crowd. There's no way they're losing.
The teams that the one guy that I miss for the Pacers though, and I wish he was a part of this team is Oladipo. I was a big Oladipo
Yeah.
fan. He had that one magical season, and I kind of wish he was still on the team.
Yeah, shout out Taylor Hansbrough.
Yeah. Paul George.
Paul
was
George,
also,
yeah.
You got to think back to
you
the
gotta
old
think back a little
David
bit.
West,
Jamal Tinsley.
Yeah. But
Reggie
he
was the
started
one
it.
that,
He started it all.
Yeah, 18 years, same ball club. That's the one that should have got the ring.
Yeah.
In 2000. But
Sure.
if they can win it, Reggie's his kid's there. He's always watching with his son.
If it wasn't for Jordan, Reggie would have at least one.
Yeah, well, they lost in the finals when you had Kobe and Shaquille against the Lakers. But anyways, this is their year. So I love how the old alumni showing up. The city is buzzing.
Oh yeah,
And we're a little north of Indy.
Yeah.
And it is
You
buzzing
can feel
around
it
here.
coming up.
I got some Pacer gear at Myers. I'm not gonna lie, Myers selection not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the Indy 500 apparel wasn't bad either.
Yeah. Well, and my thought too. I agree. I think the Pacers will win 5. But the thing is, if they don't win Game 6, which they absolutely should, but if they don't, then they might be roasted in Game 7.
The thing is,
They have to win Game 6.
I don't watch NBA through the regular season. Not that much. I
like the playoffs.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. If NBA had a shorter regular season instead of 82 games,
Yeah, it's too long.
if they had like 40 games, 'cause that's all you need, 40, and then like, because they would have to play intensity like this,
Right.
because you can't lose that many get in the playoffs. Like, this is what I love. Like this, if it was like this every game, oh man, I would so. But see, when you play almost 90 games,
Yeah.
it just gets to a point where it's like, okay.
Well, the problem in too that they've talked about is players getting injured.
Yeah, because
in
you have
the
so many
playoffs.
games.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know why they do it, because you need all the money.
Right.
But here's what I have to say. College football is the best.
Yeah.
No one
That's-
beats college football as far as like as exciting as it is.
I love
Because if you lose one game, well, before the playoff, even if you went undefeated like Florida State, you weren't even making it.
No.
But now, like, you can lose maybe up to 2 and make the playoff.
Yeah, and they're making it too. I saw recently where they were talking about how the conference championship thing won't affect seeding anymore. So
Okay.
like how Notre Dame last year
Yeah.
was like. So if it were like this year, they wouldn't be affected by that as far as like the conference championship thing.
We are going to and try to get out to Notre Dame game football this year.
That's the hope.
That's
yeah.
a hope.
Mhm.
We have Boise State against Notre Dame kind of on the radar. We might try to get out to there. If not, we will try to get to a college football game
for sure.
easily.
Yeah, we'll definitely get.
We'd
to
love
that.
to get down to Tennessee. Tennessee would be fun.
Even if, like, worst case scenario, I wouldn't even mind going to an IU game because they're supposed to be pretty good this year too. I mean, if worst comes to
Signetti.
worst. I'm not a huge
Signetti and the boy.
IU
No, obviously
Yeah.
we're not an IU fan at all around here. I mean, I have them up here because of the state of Indiana.
Yeah,
but besides that,
I do think that,
no IU fan or Purdue. We will
Yeah.
say that. No IU or Purdue.
I
I know we have some viewers that love IU and Purdue,
Yeah.
but we are not IU and Purdue fans.
like I'll root for Purdue like basketball, like cause
No,
they-
not even that.
well, I mean like when they were in the championship
Oh,
and stuff.
okay, but still,
But
not
like
even that.
you know, I'm not like a huge fan of either team.
No.
Honestly, I don't really have like a college like you like. I like Notre Dame, but I'm not as
Yeah.
big a Notre Dame fan
Yeah,
as you are.
license plate might be Notre Dame.
I just can't think of like a college team that I'm.
No, I would like to go to. We've been to Louisville. We've been to Michigan State. Or
Yeah.
no, we've been to Louisville. We've been to Iowa. I would like to go. Honestly, Iowa State would be a fun environment.
Probably.
All the way out there. And I heard Nebraska. Nebraska would
Oh,
be
I
a
bet.
fun environment.
That'd be really cool. I'd like to go to one of the Colorado games because, like, I don't know.
Actually, well, we have an aunt that lives right by Colorado State University.
the campus
And
looks awesome.
The campus,
Yeah.
we've been to Colorado State, and it is a nice campus.
Yeah.
It's super nice.
Yeah.
I would like to.
One
Notre
of those
Dame's,
two.
Notre Dame's on the radar. The
Yeah.
hockey game
Yeah.
was insane.
Notre Dame would be a perfect one for us to go to if we could get out there.
Yeah, but if we can't, we'll definitely get to
We'll
one.
go somewhere.
We'll go somewhere.
So
even
stay tuned for
if,
that.
even if it's West Virginia, Pat.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But what else? We're gonna do a full video after the finals is over talking about that. So we don't want to get.
No,
too
we're
much
gonna do
into
like a whole recap of the
Yeah.
finals.
Yeah.
We might, Pacers win, might even have some confetti going on here.
Yeah, we'll do some confetti. We'll put it on the ceiling fan, let it go. And then same thing with the 500. Next video, we'll incorporate some pictures.
We have some great
some
footage from the
videos.
500.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff. This is just kind of like to let you know.
To let
what's
you
to
know
come.
we're still on the
Yeah.
air because
Yeah,
somebody.
we're still here and we're still making videos.
Yeah. Now, has our viewership went down a little bit? Honestly, I
Others-
think it's gone up.
Maybe,
Think it's
maybe.
gone
I
up?
think it's gone up because we're not posting.
Yeah. I think. Well, we started off good, and then it kind of just went
Right.
downhill.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But at least we're making content.
But stay tuned.
Stay tuned because on that note, probably that's all we have.
Yeah, that's all we have.
That's all we have. So
we'll see you.
see you.
in probably next week or the week after.
Woo!